What's up, CDP? How you doing? What's going on? I just finished watching World News tonight. There's a lot going on. What's up, Hershey? Baby, the girls are upset because I was giving you all recommendations about Perfection Garcia. I mean, Purification Garcia, not Perfection, but Purification. And Furla and Thongmont. Everything ain't about fighting. What's up, Spoken Word? The winner of the banner competition. What's up? Give a shout out. City of Philadelphia is so excited that LeBron James will be playing. Oh yeah, I actually saw that today on World News tonight. Divine Starlight, I'm really not interested in that. I have moved on. That's not an issue. I don't have time. I'm done. If you're done with me and all it is, and if the money was the issue, then see, people give things for the wrong reasons. And I never asked you to give me a dime. See, that's the thing. I've never asked you to give me anything. So I'm good. I'm done. It's a done deal with me. See how easy that is? It's not my problem. Not my problem. Moving right along. What's next? Divine Starlight, do better. Come on. I'm really this close to blocking you because it seems like you messy. I'm gonna put you in timeout this time. And then I'm gonna figure out if I'm just gonna block you, period. Because I just think that was not necessary. I'm don't care what that lady says. I've been done with that and whatever these people are saying. I don't. Uh, Again, I'm really not interested. We never seen them men that she talking about. Where them $1,000 men? I find it funny that people want to talk about my relationship, which is really not up for discussion. But yet we haven't seen those $1,000 men. Moving right along, not bothered. What else? You all? I mean, I thought y'all was talking about something worth talking about. You all talking about people that are like, really? So Hershey, come on. Okay. So he's not with me. What they gonna do for her? Because we don't see her men either. Men, plural. Men's, plural. We don't see them either. So yeah. So what they got to do with me? Long as I know, that's all that matters. So what else? Now I was over there at Lolo, and I was listening a little to Lolo, but I guess she was behind in the chat. So then I just left. I didn't see everything that was going on with Lolo, but yeah. I don't know why y'all sit there. I mean, my thing is I am the focal point these days. I am the focal point these days. If it's not the ring, it's the MERS. It's the MERS. Oh my God, can you get a break? You can't buy nothing without these people. Yeah, I'll get you the link. I think it's hilarious. What else is going on? Hold on for a minute, y'all. I'm dropping this link. What's up, Miss Vegas? Miss Vegas said, Pastor, Pastor, Pastor. What's going on? They've been scandalizing my name. They've been besmirchifying my name on these streets. Oh, I'm so hurt. I don't know what to do. I am so broken. I am so despondent and distraught. Woe is me. Oh my goodness. Hershey, I gave you the link. What you gonna do with it? You asked for it. Girl, I'm so distraught. They talk to me, and I'm so hurt. Girl, Hershey said she want to come up here. But that's it. That's it. Nothing happening. What was Lolo talking about? Because I left. I said, hey, Lolo, and I left. So, yeah. What's up, Hershey?
Jay Wilson, hold on for me. I'm going to turn my TV down because I don't want you to get struck or nothing like that out of respect. What's going on, Jay Wilson?
Baby, I'm doing all right. I just
Girl, you got the girls. You got the
I
girls
went to Lock and
fragile,
Terror
honey.
Mall. But what's going on?
Ooh, child, you got the girls fragile, honey. I think Uppity still holding a grudge against you since come close, love. I think Uppity is holding a grudge against you since Mayor of Detroit dragged her from the tutor to the rooter. And I think Uppity is still holding on that grudge from that incident that happened on your panel. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Oh
it's a
yeah.
lot of things. But
Oh
okay, what I
yeah.
gotta do with that?
You don't got anything to do with that. I'm just putting it out there. Then let's go back to what I
I mean,
said
she
in the
seems
chat.
very angry, and then
She is
you know, with the,
because she's a happy man.
yeah,
If
and I'm
she get
like,
up
why
out
are
of
you
your
angry?
hold on. If she get up out of your goddamn business and get herself a man so somebody could be up in her shit. These motherfuckers kill me. They don't got a relationship to first, but they so goddamn newsy to be up in other motherfucking people's shit. Get yourself a goddamn man so somebody could be all up in your goddamn shit. But see, nobody don't want your raggedy ass. And that's the gag. That's the gag. Y'all females on here chasing these men. These men ain't chasing y'all. Even the ones that's claiming to be married. Y'all, anyway, what's going on, Jay Wilson? I'm here for it.
I just left Lock and Terror.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So, you know, they were saying something about Uppity, well, her cookie monster mouth having ass. You know how mouth look like? Her mouth look like Sharknado with, listen, pumpkin seed mouth. Okay, just Mr. Two Teeth up top. Okay, she got a lot to say. Up, you know, I'll play with her motherfucking ass. Now, anyway, moving right along. She gonna say, yeah, Jay Wilson was so happy he was promoting his pocketbook. He said, you purchase a purse. I said, no, honey, that's a man bag. She was like, well, it looked like a purse. I said, let's see a purse go around your waist. Or I'm just saying, let's see the pocketbook go around your waist. You know how the way the pocketbook
A
go around
pocketbook,
and
a
stuff like
purse.
that. She
I
said your
love it. I
pocketbook, your
love it. I
purse.
love the design. I love the strap. I love
Honey.
everything about it. And the girls are crazy about this brand. And they learn two new brands and everything. I mean, don't you get excited about them little Timu pink pots and pans? I mean, can I get excited about my leather merch?
We're not going to talk about the Pepto Bismol pot set that she got from Timu. We ain't gonna talk about the Pink Panther. Okay, we ain't gonna talk about the Pink Kitchen
I
and
mean,
the
but I
dudes
don't
hanging
say
off the
nothing about
edges.
her stuff. I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
I'm like, you
it's
was
just a
just over
little
here on Jay
bag.
Wilson panel.
It
Now,
ain't that
why you
deep.
upset?
It's just a little bag. It's not a big bag. It's just a little bag.
She was up on YouTube camera panel today. Swore she was giving all your tea, honey. I just said that is gagged, honey. I said unbelievable.
Really?
This cookie monster, this
I
cookie
think I
monster
think
little
I think
girl.
she was mad. Can you hear me, Hershey?
I can hear you, lovely.
I
Carry
think
on.
she's mad because she thought that he was gonna win that $1,000 so he could give her that $1,000. See, she failed to mention that.
Well, who is he? Who is
This
he?
heat, this heat.
Okay. And you know that was very shocking that her and Miss Heat went through it because Miss Heat did her part build her channel. Truth be told, quite scared. See,
It's just
uppity don't
funny how
see
she
that.
turned
Wait a
on
minute.
this heat.
Uppity,
And then she tried to
uppity
say that
thought.
this heat was trying to get with me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, no, she wasn't. And again, but you know,
Uppity
uppity
is
with
being
Lyros.
used, honey. Uppity is being used. They are using you, uppity. Nest don't really bank with you like that. She don't really see it for you like that, girl. You ain't
Oh,
nothing
that
but
too. I
she
forgot
ain't doing
about that.
nothing but using you for a do girl. Now, uppity, if you felt all like this and stuff like that, uppity, why you ain't never speak about it on your panel? Then when you fell out with Miss Heat, it's kind of funny to me. You fell out with Miss Heat around the time you and Ness start rubbing elbows again. The same woman that called Child Protective Service on you. I confronted her on your panel about that. See, uppity over there getting little cash apps that spread lies on people's names. And then they was talking about somebody, you got somebody channel struck. And I said, well, it's common sense. If you a channel holder, if you a content creator, and if you got another content creator image on your channel, they got the right to strike your motherfucking ass. They
Well,
give
I
you
just
fair
do a
warning.
general strike. So if you get
Fair warning.
struck,
Come
it's
on
because
now.
you
Because
used
if
some
I had a
stuff.
goddamn channel and somebody was messing with my shit, I'm gonna flare off. And I'm gonna destroy it. If I was a content creator, if I had a channel. So uppity,
Well, like I said, I'll be
uppity,
doing
wait a
it
minute,
soon.
uppity,
So
wait,
if,
wait, wait,
if
wait,
the
wait, wait.
stuff is up there, you'll
Uppity,
get struck.
uppity, you better be careful. You better be careful about your Instagram. Cause they say that you got like majority of them people that's over there on your Instagram, over there. They can get your Instagram took it down. Now uppity, you playing with fire. Now you know you got swollen, you know you got elephant feet and elephant legs. And you know if a person step on your feet, it's over for you. It's over for you. Don't be acting like you're so gangster and tough on here. But then when somebody bump into you and say, "Hey, girl, how you doing?" Oh, now you looking all shocked and shit. Match that energy. Don't be looking over your shoulders because y'all be doing a lot of outside. Y'all be doing a lot of outside lives, and y'all be watching over your shoulders. I noticed that in your city. You skinny. Watching over your shoulder. I see you,
Happy
honey. Y'all
Friday.
never know who gonna come out on you.
Well, I'm not
I love
stressed. I've
it.
been enjoying myself,
I
and I'll be
love
letting these
it.
girls do what they want to do. I'm not moved, and yeah,
Child,
it's just really funny.
they
I
said
can't
pizza.
understand. I'm so washed up, but everybody just got words in their mouth for me. They got words for me. They got words for me.
Wait a minute, hold door. Cause I was over there peeking over there, and I know you don't like the man. I was over there at ZX. I said, well, honey, let me see what ZX over there is talking about, child. So, honey, I sat there, honey, gathering up and folding up these clothes, and ZX pulled up some information that he got from Google. Now, word was going around that ZX had a alleged picture of Pizarro. Somebody in Pizarro chat told her, "Hey, Pizarro, ZX got your picture over there." Pizarro did the fake laugh, and she was like, "Oh no, that's not me. Don't you know that somebody by I think it was Pizza was trying to put a strike on his because that picture was up." See, what kills me is why would you try to flag the man channel if that picture ain't you? Clock it. Clock it. Cause see, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Why would you want to strike the man channel if that's not you? Make it make sense. Let me finish getting myself prepared. How you been though, Jay Wilson? I
I've
love
been
it.
doing fine.
I'm
I've been
doing
doing
good
really well.
too. Mm.
I have been really doing well, and it's just good not to, watch and, like I said, I went to go see Lolo for a little bit, but then I had to go. But look like Lolo is
Mm.
doing well. And what's up, Angelica? Let me say
Mm.
hello to everybody coming in. If I missed to take it to my
Okay,
head, not
there
to
you
my
go,
heart.
Angelica.
But
Angelica
yeah, I hope
here.
y'all doing well
All
today,
right.
and let the girls
Mm.
talk. That's what
Let
we
them
here
talk.
for.
We made it, Joe. We made it.
We made it,
I'm here
Joe.
for it. We made it, Joe. I love it.
They don't like my
I
little
love it.
pocketbook. They don't like my little
Oh, child, they jealous of your
pocketbook.
pocketbook, honey. They jealous of the pocketbook, honey. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Wait
It's
a minute.
just
Did anybody see
just a
the?
little piece of leather,
Well, did
so
anybody see
well
the
put
video of the
together.
folded chair? Did anybody see the video of the folded chair getting swam bam in somebody's back? Did they
Mima
release it on
said
nasty piece of
they busy
audio?
googling bags. They learning. Okay, okay. Don't hit my car.
All right, don't hit the bad car. Good
Oh
thing you
my
got
God,
insurance.
baby, these
Wait a minute.
people
Good
are
thing you
just
got. Wait a minute.
crazy.
Hold on. Good thing you got insurance. You got air conditioner in there.
I do.
All right. Because some people driving Teslas, they need new tires and they need air conditioner. They hot up in their car. But they get
Okay.
so much money, honey. They getting all the coins, but they don't got no AC and stuff like that. Living in the garage. I mean, make it make
No, I'm
sense.
not
I'm here
attacking you.
for
I just said what I said. I'm not
it.
attacking you. I'm done with the Virginia story. It's done. I'm finished.
They still
There's
stuck on
nothing
that
more to say.
story. That story is so 1999, child. Move on. What y'all is y'all need commentary. Why y'all trying to put Jay Wilson into the scamlation? Why? Because Mo Better got accused of scamming. Huh? All right, make it make sense. Anyway, what's going on, Jay Wilson? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. You know what? I'm almost home. I am getting ready to rest and relax, and I'm
As you
good.
should. As you
Uh-huh.
should.
Me and the other
As
half,
you
we have
should.
a funeral that we have to
Oh no,
attend.
you don't got another man, honey. You don't got a man. You don't got a man, honey. He left you, honey.
Oh,
That's
excuse
that's
me.
that's
Excuse
wait a
me.
minute. Wait a minute. That's what Yuck Mouth. That's what Yuck Mouth saying. Yuck Mouth is
Your
saying that you don't hit the man.
nobody called today, and he hung up when I asked his name. Well, I wonder, does he think he's being clever? Come on, my nobody.
Yeah, so Yuck Mouth got it seemed like Yuck Mouth is upset with you, honey. I don't know what's wrong with Yucky, but Yucky is upset with
But
you,
this is the
child.
thing. I haven't said
I
anything
know.
negative about her or any of the content creators for that matter. I've just been minding my own business,
Mm.
chilling. But it seems like people want you to talk about them or fight with them. Is that what it is? Because, yeah,
I
girl,
don't know.
Marcus.
Instead of them worried about your relationship, they need to be going to go get some veneers. Or they need to get some surgery done to get some grills up in their mouth because their mouth is bald. They got senior citizen
Oh, you
AARP
see, oh,
mouth.
baby, they did the fingers and the toes today. Oh, yes, they did.
Mm,
Baby, they
mm.
did the fingers and the toes today.
Oh, you got your
Look at the
toes.
nails,
You
baby.
got
Them
your toe. You got
clean
it.
nails, honey. No dirt all under the fingernails. You see that?
No
That's how real.
dirt,
That's
no
how
dirt,
clean
and you don't
nails
got
look.
to. Wait a minute, you don't got no dirt under your nails, and you don't and you don't have to go to Domino Pizza to use their Wi-Fi. You better clock it.
I
You
ain't say
better
nothing.
clock
I
it.
didn't say not
You
one
don't got to go
word.
to Wi-Fi. You don't got to go to Domino Pizza to use anybody Wi-Fi.
I can't say
And
nothing.
I know that's right. I
I'm not
said it.
gonna
You
say
ain't say
nothing.
it. I said it. I'm here for it. Anyway, I'm getting myself prepared because I'm supposed to be going out for to a movie and dinner tonight with with my man
Are you
Chad.
going to see? You going to
But
see Odyssey?
Chad, I don't know what I'm gonna go see, but I know I'm gonna be doing something in the movie theater and stuff like that. I'm gonna be a little fresh. And then I'm gonna go to the ice cream pile. I'm going to Briar's. I'm gonna go sit down under a Briar's umbrella and a Briar's table chair set and down there by Center City, down there by Old City, down Penn's Landing. Okay. And I'm gonna have a good old night, child. I'm gonna let the girls talk. I'm gonna watch the replay, but I'm not here for y'all. I'm outside. Yeah.
Somebody
So that's
said,
just
"Let me
basically
ask
it.
you something without getting timed out." Go ahead, Miss Vegas. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead, Miss
Mhm.
Vegas. Ask your question. I ain't gonna
Mhm.
time you out. What's
Mhm.
up, Patricia? Go ahead, Miss Vegas. Go ask your question. I ain't gonna time you out, baby. I'm too mellow. I had a good day at work. It's Friday. I'm getting ready to relax. Go right ahead.
Mhm.
Okay, well, we wait on you. So, Hershey, what's been going on? Did you go over there to see Lolo? Is she doing okay?
Are you talking to me?
Uh huh. Okay. Miss Vegas said someone said you got banned from all the churches in San Antonio. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Miss Vegas. Miss
Don't
Vegas.
be Miss Vegas. I don't. Miss Vegas.
Miss Vegas
If you
girl.
believe that. That's a whole lot of
Cause
churches.
baby, girl, I know you don't
Does
believe
that
that.
include the Mexican churches and the white churches? Okay, is it the only black churches? The churches on the east side and the west side? San Antonio is the seventh largest city in the country, and it's a lot of churches. Miss Vegas, you know what? Miss Vegas, I've never been banned from a church.
Why are they trying to pin you down with everybody else storylines?
I
I
don't know, but
find
I've
that
never been
quite
banned from a
funny.
church.
Child, please. Why
Look,
would
I
you?
don't know nothing about Tracy Newman. The only thing I heard is Tracy got a new car, and I'm like, praise the Lord. That's all. I ain't seen
Walk
her
God through it.
man. Hey, it
Walk
is
God
what it
through it,
is.
honey. All right.
Well, Miss
Anyway,
Vegas,
moving
do you
on.
believe it? I mean, yeah, do you believe it? As many churches they have in San Antonio, Lord have mercy. I ain't never been banned from a church.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know where that comes from. I ain't never been banned from a church. But hey, if they say that, hey, go with it.
Charlotte ain't no content out here. That's why they got put a lie on. They be putting 10 or 20
I
on
mean, I'm
live.
like, hey, whatever.
Child. Child. All right, Jay Wilson. I just jumped up on here to come get ruffle your feathers and stuff
Exactly,
like
me
that.
mom. Exactly. I mean, let me say this. I'm not coming to lie on people and spread false witness on people. This is why I don't know nothing about Tracy Newman. Now, the rumor is she has a new car.
Mm,
And if she has a new car, that's great. And and I'm not mad at it.
mm,
That's all I'm gonna say. I don't have anything negative to say.
mm. All right, Jay Wilson. I'm about to drop down. I gotta
All
finish getting
right,
myself
Hershey.
prepared, but I'm gonna be right here in the chat and stuff like that. I ain't gonna be typing, but I'm gonna be listening and stuff like that. Don't be letting
Okay,
these people.
listen,
Jay Wilson,
yes.
you I mean you cool as a fan, honey. You so unbothered, honey. You cool as a fan, baby. You ain't paying nobody no mind at all. And, oh, wait a minute. And what's that girl name that was dragging uppity?
Oh, this heat.
Oh my God, Miss Heat, you better take their mother pictures off your thing because mother gonna get you. Yeah, but that's one thing I can say. Mother ain't been on here doing commentary on nobody and stuff like that, and y'all sitting there his pictures up there, and y'all know okay. So y'all better tread lightly, honey. I'm just putting it out there, child. But
Baby,
yeah. So
nobody
you
can
have a good.
come for me. Baby, I'm nobody can't come for me and they can't get gas money to get here. Okay, no. Baby, I'm not okay. So let them talk. So what they're talking? Who cares? Who cares?
All right, Jay
Well,
Wilson, I'm
hey,
dropping down, man.
Kwani said you funny, girl. Kwani said you funny, Hershey. But who cares about what they say? I don't care what they say about me. I don't care what they do. I don't care if they try to avoid me. I don't care what they do. I don't care about anything else but being with you, being with you, being with you, being with you. I like my crossbody. I like storing my stuff up. Who says that men can't have a bag? That's his mind and that's his construct. You don't let your construct be mine. I don't think like that. This is why people are trapped now. This is why people confused about if they gay or straight or trying to be not be gay no more. They don't want to know if they don't want to shoot. One day they Jehovah Witness, 1 minute Jehovah. Again, y'all, I don't care what you say. Are you mad? I'm happy with it. I like what I got. I love that strap. So yeah, what I buy don't have nothing to do with you. Long as I like it. Ain't my man. Ain't that right, Miss Patricia? Ain't my man. All I can say, if people could work on their weight and lose that weight, okay, they'll be fine. If people could get their eyes straight and look into the camera without eyes going everywhere, they'll be fine. I mean, people need to do a lot of stuff. I think somebody said something about my car. Now, the girl said that somebody had 2 repossessions. I ain't never had no repossessions. But somebody said somebody had 2 repossessions. Girl, see, all of this projection. Come on. Come on, Miss Patricia. All of this, projection. Don't be trying to project your insecurities and your self-doubts on me. I'm sorry, that ain't my ministry. Y'all sit there and hang around them people. I don't have time to hang around people. That's why I don't go to their platforms no more. I went to Lolo because Lolo seemed like she was doing something, but I don't go to their platforms. They rarely come into my platforms because they just low vibrational. Ain't nobody got time for that. And why are they angry? It seems like they're very angry. They're very upset. Why you mad? Why you upset? What's up, Trademark? Mr. Brian did talk about his car getting repossessed a few years back. Ooh, he said he woke and saw the tow truck driving off with his car. Island Diva, I ain't never seen that in my life. I ain't never seen that in my life. What's up, Trademark? I always carry a coach or either a book bag. I don't like bulky things in my pocket. Oh, okay. Ripping up your pants pocket. So, Trademark, they mad because I bought this little pouch. I bought the little pouch with this really nice strap. And the girls is just mad. Why? Trademark? Why? It's just a little pouch. It's just a little pouch. Baby, they said two repossessions. Thank you, Island Diva. I mean, I didn't get it to impress nobody. I just didn't want to have to carry my stuff in my pockets and stuff. And it's a nice little crossbody. And yeah, it's a Coach bag that I'm going to get. I got my eye on it. The price ain't quite right yet. But when the price get right, I'm going to strike while it's hot. So anyway, but if you work, you should be able to get what you want. Ain't that the truth? If you work, you should be able to get what you want, right? If you work, baby, why you stand still right there? You got the right of way. You got the right of way. Damn, you stop first. She act like she don't know how to drive. It's like if you stop first at the stop sign, then you got the right of way. Yeah. Okay, well, why she pressed? Why she pressed? I don't even talk about her. She okay? Baby, these girls are not well. These Tatiana busted down. The girls are not well, Tatiana. And all I do is just drive and drive and drive. Where you driving to, Jay Wilson? Baby, I don't know. But thank God I got the gas money. Hold on. Let me put my banner up. Let me put my banner up. Let me put my banter up. Give me a minute, y'all. Put your banners up. All right, let me see who this is. Give me a minute. Hold on, y'all. All right, give me a minute, y'all. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. Just came over here to say what's up to you.
Okay, how you doing? Hey,
I'm doing good. I see a lot of stuff is going on around here.
what's going on this week? Because I'm really not privy to all of the happenings.
Well, I just noticed like people are doing like a lot of commentary like on pretty much the same things. Like they're talking. Well, mostly they're talking about that I guess $100, 50, whatever that is, what that they claim you owe or you should give to whatever lady, and that's the commentary. It's a lot of repetitive stuff and
Is
a
that
bunch
it?
of
Because I made my decision. I mean, you've been paid, and
yeah,
in January, that was January. We almost in the month of August. July's ending soon, and you know, you had a better chance at winning that money than she did. But anyway, it
right,
is what it is. I mean, you know, and I'm not giving anybody any money, but my thing is I was telling somebody if you feel that strongly, then go ahead and dig some out of your pocket and give somebody.
right. And my banner was actually a motion banner or whatever,
That's why you had
but
a better chance of winning because this person had a static banner.
yeah,
And
no,
all the motion banners were the ones that got the attention. So I don't know why she thought that she was gonna win, but I told the person put the banner up. I could be wrong. I mean, but I checked my emails, I didn't see it. And maybe you can jog my memory, but I didn't see somebody put the banner up yet. But I hear a lot of talking about it. But hey, what do you expect? You know
I
what I'm
don't know
saying?
why anybody's concerned. I mean, if people make $1,000 a week, then I'm sure they can spare $100 if they're so concerned about it.
I mean, $100 is nothing when you get $1,000 every week. And
Right.
then the people are saying that she's concerned about my relationship. And I'm like, why? Because again, I'm not telling you all that my other half gives me $1,000 and all of this stuff. That's you. And we've never seen him or heard him in the backdrop. We only just hear what you tell us. But this he, I don't know. It seems like people are very angry and upset with me. But one thing you did say, like I said, that it really brought some things to light that you were going to give her the $1,000 if you were to win. And I thought that
Yeah.
was very interesting because she left that so conveniently out.
Right. And
Yeah.
the thing is that that was supposed to be added to what I was going to add already to it because I was going to add my own, whatever onto that so that, I didn't want to hang out with her when I went to New York. I just wanted to see Trish. I didn't want to see her. So I was
Mhm.
like, let me leave her with something because we were cool at the time. And I was like, I did consider her like a friend at that time or whatever. So I was like,
Oh,
I would leave her with something. So I don't.
wow. That's what friends do to each other. They talk about things. And the thing is, again, this heat, and I bring this up, I could not let her sit here and lie talking about you wanted me and so don't get me wrong, I don't think any less of myself, but you've never given that vibe off to any man in the beef
Like,
sector. So I
yeah,
thought that like you lie roasted now. Why lie roast on the lady? Just yeah, she may have entered the competition, that's believable, that's plausible, but you've never given me any reason to say, oh, she wants me or something. Now there's some people I know who want me. They don't want to admit it, but I see all of this stuff going on. But you
right,
know,
right,
and I know that's the case. The miss the this heat. So I know that's the case. But I just find it odd that people uh collaborate and get with people and like Hershey said, people don't call CPS on you and people collaborate, but hey, it is what it is. And I'm chilling. But I have really made an effort not to watch these people because out of sight, out of mind. I really don't know what they're saying. It really doesn't matter. And then when I hear about it, it sounds like bitterness. It's like if you're not bitter, then you're not convincing me because why talk about somebody who doesn't talk about you or unless you I guess are obsessed. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, the current material right now is, them talking about, I guess, RMY's situation with whatever guy she's dealing with, and they're trying to tell her what to do in her situation, whether or not they think that he's a punk or he's not defending her or whatever. I just
You
think that
know, no
the
one
wrong
should be
people are advising her.
no one should be giving any advice. She's a grown woman. We've seen many people come on here and get duped. So, if she doesn't take the um, advice or suggestions, or if she doesn't observe what has happened in the beef sector in the past, so she won't get caught up in that mess in the future, that's on her. But I will say that some things that happen to a content creator and some things that came out, I'm like, God, you should know better. You never deal with people on YouTube in a romantic way. I mean, this
Yeah,
heat, your situation. I'm
yeah,
sure you won't do that again because,
no.
when you're in it, you don't think about it. But these people don't care. And then they'll start lying and they start doing all of this stuff. And all I'm going to say is, I don't think people, I don't think relationships with other content creators or people who are known in the sector works very well because on Mad Day, it becomes content. Would you agree with
Yeah.
me? And I mean, it doesn't happen with everybody,
Uh,
but far as what we've seen, it never works out, and somebody always turns and use somebody for content.
Yeah, that is very true. And then we're in an environment that has a lot of unhappy people, a lot of haters, that are waiting to see you fail. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So that is a factor as well. But I won't ever do that again. I mean, I
No, no,
learned from that
uppity. Hold
mistake.
on, uppity is in the back, but no, uppity, you can't come up
No,
here. I know, I
brother.
know. No, you
Yeah,
can't. No, no, not because you're up here,
right. Of
but
course. Yeah.
uppity, you're gonna learn with me when you think you can do those little games and do that, then I don't give you access because your reasoning for coming over here is not a good reasoning. Your agenda is not a good one. So you go on your platform and you say what you need to say. No, and I'm not reading the background because I don't care what you got to say at this time. I'm not angry with you, but I just need you all to learn that when you do me like this, I'm going to show you how much I need you to come over here because I don't. I did a whole show this morning and I didn't have to drop the link down one time, but you
But
cannot
she's
continue.
saying we lied on her. We lied on her in the back chat.
Well,
She's
well,
saying we
well,
lied
well,
on her.
go tell it on your channel.
But
But when you
did she
do
not
and you
lie on
go,
me when she tried to make it seem as though like I was into some man? Did you not lie on me? Like I didn't even lie on you. I was like, where is the lie that we told on you? You came up here to start stuff the last time. You came up here to start stuff the
mhm,
last time and it was unsuccessful
mhm,
and you got dragged.
mhm.
So move on and
Yeah,
go and
this is
talk to
not
your
the,
12
and I
people
do
over
think
there.
that I do think there's some things going on because I forgot the mayor had kind of had words with Uppity, and I forgot that because again, it's not that important to me. Once it's done, it's one and done. But she may have harbored feelings. But Uppity, I'm not reading the back chat. Go on your channel and
Yeah.
describe it. You because again, once you stab me in the back, I use that same knife to cut ties and I just cut ties with you. I just don't think that you are you don't negotiate in good faith, and I think that you are two-faced it,
He's phony,
and
yeah.
I would rather not do that.
I was like, why did she click on the link that day, the other day, after she did a live saying in the title of the live was Jay Wilson is unpleasant? Why would she think it was okay to
Mm,
click on the link? Like,
yeah,
man, these people are so phony, it's
yeah,
ridiculous.
but again, I'm just letting them know. No, I don't give you access to me. But since you have a large audience, and since people like to look at you, then you go over and yeah, I'm not giving you the space. I am giving Miss Heat the space because we're at a good space right now. And
Right.
again, we're talking about sensible civil adults. But yeah, you've done quite a great deal. So I'm sorry, I don't give you access. Like I don't give your other friends access because when you do this, then I'm like, well, why even be on my platform
Well,
if you
she
don't
needs a
like me or
bigger
if you don't care for
platform.
me?
I'm
Mm,
sorry, she needs a bigger platform because her platform only has 12 people without Ness being over there or anybody on the panel.
well,
So, that's why she needs other people's platform to have a voice. Sorry.
go to this platform and accept
It
because
it
I
sounds
did not you access. Go to limit. Go
wait, it
go
sounds like you're Borging.
to
Is that my phone or your phone? Hold on, let me I'll come right back. Hold on.
it's me. I'm getting it. Y'all. Can you okay, you all? I'm back. When I'm in a certain area, you know what happens. So it is what it is. It was not this heat. It was actually me. I was actually coming into range of my domicile. I'm sorry, Uppity. I just had to kick you from the studio. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
This yeah, I
yeah,
just
I
had to
can.
say, Uppity is in the studio, and this heat has confirmed that was Uppity, and she is trying to hit the link, but I'm really not interested. Miss this heat actually went and read it. I don't even care to read it because I'm just not interested in what she has to say, and I think she should go to the other content creators that she's cool with and have that conversation because we really don't have anything to talk about, you know.
No, and the thing is that she keeps talking about denying somebody access that's not trying to get access. We stop being cool. So you are on, but you're on every panel talking about me. You were talking about me this morning. If you've denied me access, you fucking idiot. If you denied me access, then show me. Better than you can tell me. Show me by not talking about me on every single panel you click on. You was over at YouTube cameras talking about me. I was like, see, and then
Well, it
I
seems
don't
like
know.
she's been
Yeah.
talking about everyone, and so again, that's her MO, I guess. But I'm really not interested, and
And
I'm
she
sure
wonders
you.
why no one watches her. She
Yeah,
wonders why no one watches her without somebody on the panel.
yeah.
Because
So
nobody
this
was getting
week,
going over there. Yeah.
I have really decided to guard my peace and out of sight, out of mind, because it's the same old stuff. Nothing has changed. And it seems like the more you ignore people, the angrier they become. And I don't get that, but I don't have time to engage in that foolishness. And whether I drive 50 miles, 10 miles, 2 miles to work, all I will say is that I'm peaceful and I'm grateful that I have a car that I can get to work. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, it
She
may
should
not
be
be. Yeah,
focused
go
on
ahead.
compression for her ankles. She should be focused on compression socks or whatever compression, stuff that she needs for her ankles and her legs, because her legs are very heavy and they're filled with fluid. And she has trouble walking up and down the stairs. I don't have that problem. She has bigger fish to fry. She also has a situation that, at home going on and stuff like that or whatever. She's also a former she dealt with domestic violence, which is probably why she has those two missing teeth, like a lot of people have speculated. But we looked into her stuff and she had domestic violence, so somebody really did hit her in her mouth. So
Wow. She told me she fell down the stairs, but
oh,
I
okay, yeah, yeah.
mean that
And
could happen. That's a possibility. I'm just saying.
I was gonna tell you off of this a little bit. I was gonna add well, I was actually gonna tell you because I remember last time you was telling me about are you about to go?
Oh no, I'm here. I'm just letting the dog.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was you was talking about skylines the last time, and
Mhm.
I seen a couple of articles, and a lot of them put in the top 10. I don't know what your perspective is, but a lot of them put in the top 10 Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. And I had to go. I've been to both of those places, but I have. I mean, probably, I could probably understand why they would say that. I guess in the top 10, would they be in my top 10? I don't know. I would have to think about that.
Well, I know that they're recognizable. I can look
Right.
at Pittsburgh skyline and see the triangle, and I
Yeah.
know it's Pittsburgh. I know it. I can see the building, the Alcoa building, and I know
Yeah.
it's Pittsburgh.
Then it's got that
Philadelphia,
water there too.
yeah,
That water.
yeah. So and the bridges, yep.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, because of the two towers, and Pittsburgh doesn't have the largest skyline as far as the skyscraper height, but
Yeah.
you gotta admit when you come off the mountain and into Pittsburgh and you see what they do have, I think that they have positioned it well. Um, Philadelphia, um, I just think that yeah, it's an okay skyline, but you'll know it. I know
Right.
Miami skyline because of the water and how it's situated. Because I know Miami is usually in the top 10 as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So it depends on who. Which ones do you like? Like I said, LA has a decent skyline, but not for the
So
size of the city. But I get it.
L- LA skyline is embarrassing. We gotta do something about that, and not a design. I think they need to look at like other countries to where they design their skyscrapers a little bit more unique, but not like it doesn't need to be like a New York City where we have like those high rise buildings, like so many of those. But it needs to be something unique. But I always say that skylines with that are like there's a body of water or there's some sort of mountains, some sort of nature in the background. I think that sets it off. Anytime you see a body of water in the skyline, like that sets it off. Like
Mhm.
like Chicago, you have
I think San Francisco has like the best
Yep,
skyline in
San
California.
Francisco. Yes, they do. They have way better than LA, and also Hawaii. Hawaii was my number one. The one in the Honolulu. That one.
Okay.
If y'all look that one up, like that one is cool. Is beautiful. That one is beautiful. But Arizona,
I think Charlotte, North Carolina has a beautiful skyline.
I gotta check that out.
Charlotte has a beautiful skyline. I mean, Charlotte, um, because again, they have iconic buildings. And Nashville has the Batman building, iconic. Memphis, yeah, they don't have a good skyline. It's an older skyline. But Charlotte for
I
North
forgot about
Carolina,
Nashville. I forgot. I've been to
Nashville has a
Nashville
really
so
nice
many
skyline.
times. I forgot about their skyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Seattle is beautiful. I like Mount Rainier in the back.
Yeah.
Seattle has a nice skyline, but a surprising skyline is Omaha, Nebraska, and a
Oh,
lot of
yeah, I
cities
gotta check that one out.
mhm. And a lot of cities in Texas and Ohio that are not large cities. They have a nice skyline because they were building skylines back then. But Omaha, Nebraska has a really nice skyline, and Oklahoma City is getting ready to have a nice skyline. They're trying to get the tallest building in the country in Oklahoma City. So we'll see if that works. Cincinnati has a really nice skyline. They do. It's not a tall skyline, but they have some iconic buildings. So the Great American Insurance building with the tiara, the the scaffolding around it is based on Princess Di crown, and it's a beautiful building.
I gotta check that. But San Francisco, outside of San Francisco, and what is the other one that you mentioned on the other one that you mentioned on the west? Um,
Seattle.
Yes, that besides those two, I'm not really impressed too much with the western skylines, especially the ones that are like in the desert type of like southwest, like
Vegas has a
Arizona.
crappy skyline. It is crappy.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. But
Mhm.
they're in the desert. Well, they can only do so much,
But
you
Vegas
know.
has a nice skyline, even though it's we know
Well,
how they got it. But Vegas has a nice skyline.
yeah, they do. Yeah, Vegas is nice. Vegas does have has a nice skyline. I checked that one out. Would it be in my top 10?
No,
Would have to think about it. I would have to think
no,
about
no.
Denver. What do you think about Denver?
They have a nice skyline. I think Denver has a nice skyline. Um, I think it's the cash register building is
Yeah,
their key building. Like another place that I think the only reason why this skyline is notable because of the arch, and that's St. Louis.
right. Yeah, St. Louis is bland. Without that arch, it would
Mhm.
just no, it would not set it off.
Nothing in Kansas really impressed me.
Right. I'm not
Well,
really impressed with the Midwest skylines, except Chicago.
yeah, Chicago, but I will say Omaha has a nice skyline.
I gotta check that out because I really gotta because I was like, what will be in my top five? But most of the places that was in the top 10 list were like the major cities.
New
You
York,
know,
Chicago. Well,
yeah.
Chicago, I like Chicago skyline a little bit more than New York's, but Miami is definitely up there.
What
Miami is
about
up there.
what do you think of outside of Miami? Does Florida have any other good skylines you thinking
No,
about?
no, not really. Tampa has a nice skyline, but it's not like a top skyline. Jacksonville, it used to be a nice skyline back in the day, but they're not on pace to build bigger buildings.
Right, right.
Um, Nothing in the Carolinas. South Carolina rather. Charlotte has a beautiful skyline. Charlotte has probably about the best skyline in North Carolina. I don't think of. I mean, they have other cities, but nothing touches Charlotte.
I was very
What?
impressed with Charlotte when I went to Charlotte. I was very impressed with them. I also like their airport. I enjoyed their airport for
Yeah,
some reason. But
yeah. Charlotte. Let me see. Nothing. Believe it or not, I'm not impressed with Maryland. No,
mm,
Baltimore.
no,
Um,
yeah, it's just terrible. It's
yeah.
not good. It's
So
so
nothing too much
bland.
in Baltimore. I mean, in Maryland, period. Baltimore is the city. Um,
Who
let me
wants to go to Baltimore, anyways? I mean,
let me say this though. Baltimore is not bad. They have a lot of historic sites in Baltimore. Like I said, I will go to Morgan State because it's a beautiful campus. So
no
all of
way.
Baltimore is not bad, and the harbor area is definitely nice, especially around the baseball field. So I do like that. I'm thinking. Nashville. Now, believe
Nashville
it
is
or
nice.
not, when it comes to Alabama,
Uh huh.
Mobile does not have a bad skyline. The RCA building is the tallest building in Alabama, and it's actually in Mobile.
I have to check that out.
Hmm. Yeah, Mobile. They don't have a whole lot of tall buildings. I mean, big buildings, but the buildings that they do have, they're sizable. Of course, Atlanta has a nice skyline. Let me not forget.
Yeah,
How can you forget Atlanta?
that would have been Atlanta's got to be in my top five. I think in my
Yeah,
top maybe or top 10. It's going to be in the top 10.
yeah.
I
Top
know
10
that.
Atlanta for sure. Top
Yeah,
10. Nothing in Virginia. Nothing in Virginia. Not even Richmond. Not Norfolk. Not Virginia Beach. They
yeah.
have
No,
tall buildings, but it's not. It's
it's
not.
bland.
Yeah. Well, it's historic mixed with, but the buildings aren't
Yeah.
tall. They don't have any super talls.
And then they don't have any type of like mountains or a bot like to like set it off, like the like Pittsburgh has. I was impressed with Pittsburgh skyline. I forgot all
Yeah,
about
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah,
RSA, that's the name of the building. RSA, not RCA, RSA. Yeah. Pittsburgh has an iconic skyline because it's just the topography. It's in the valley. Then you look down, you see that triangle, you see those buildings in that dense area. So yeah, Philadelphia. It's the two buildings. It's the two big buildings. Even though Comcast building is the tallest now, but it's the two twin buildings that I can tell Pittsburgh. Nothing in Wilmington, as far as Wilmington, Delaware. Nothing. Boston has a nice skyline. Boston has
Mm.
a nice skyline. I like Boston skyline.
What do you think of like what is your favorite if you had to name airlines? What is your two favorite airlines?
Domestic,
Yeah,
American.
domestic, yeah.
Delta, because even though I work for them, they still have a good
Definitely, yeah.
product.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I wish Continental was still involved, but I would
I
have to
enjoyed
say,
them. I did not
yeah,
like the merge. When they merged, I didn't
yeah.
like that. Yeah, it was terrible.
I would say that Delta, and I would fly United before I fly American.
Okay. I like
I'm not, yeah.
JetBlue and I like Delta as well. Delta is my number one. I'm
Delta's
with
my
them.
number one.
Yeah. But
But
JetBlue.
now see, this is why I chose United. JetBlue is a very, very good airline. Don't get me wrong. I
Yeah.
used to have to jump fly. So if I couldn't get on my Delta flight, I could fly JetBlue because we had an agreement where we could, get the seats or do the jump seat.
Yeah.
So the people at JetBlue were always nice. They're good. They're good people. Period. But the reason why I chose United and Delta is because of the international flying. American is good for South America and Central America, for sure. They are very good for that. But Delta and United are really good when it comes to Europe and Asia. And I think they have a better first class product than American. So that's why, I choose Delta. United,
I'm not a fan of Southwest. I'm not a fan of them.
I, You know, I like Southwest. I don't like some of their processes. How they get people on. They changed it, but still in all, it's still kind of rough.
Yeah.
But I like the people spirit at Southwest. It's gonna be a fun flight. It's for the most part. I'm gonna tell you my most hated, and it wasn't Spirit. Spirit again, people used to laugh, but I wanted to fly all the airlines to see what they were about. And I
Oh, I
flew
know. I know. I think I might be able to guess what
which
I
one?
think Frontier. Is it Frontier or no?
Frontier,
Was that the worst
Frontier,
one or
Frontier. Sun Country is one, but Frontier is there. And a lot of people don't fly Sun Country because it's not big. But Frontier, I hate Frontier. I hate Frontier. And let me tell you
yeah?
why I don't like Frontier. I was on Frontier and I upgraded. They
Uh,
give you nothing. At least with Spirit, if you upgrade, you get a bag free, you get unlimited snacks, and you get a bigger seat. With Frontier, you just got a bigger seat. They didn't give you nothing.
wow. Wow.
Island Diva. I don't care what Ness and Uppity is doing. I really
Yeah.
don't. I mean, I really don't. So
What?
tell them God bless them. We continue that Ness continue to follow the path of Jesus. We can see the Jesus all in her life, and
Yeah, we
and
can.
tell her that we have no animosity or disdain. But I'm glad that she went on uppity. I mean, that she went on a Ness show because she doesn't have access over here. So since she wants to go on Ness, let her go on Ness's channel.
Well, I
But
only had 12 people to talk to.
I'm not gonna be going back and forth with her because again, I see what they're trying to do, and I'm really not interested in trying to, Ness is trying to get my attention, and uppity is as well. And I don't have the bandwidth for the foolishness.
They did something similar to this like the last time I was over here. Every time I'm over here, it like triggers them. I don't know what that's about, especially Ness. I
It
don't know what
does.
that's about.
It
So,
does. And let me say this heat, because I'm honest enough. See, my thing is this heat and I are having a conversation. I have not colluded or strategized with this heat. She came over. I had to make a decision. Do I want her to come up? But I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna allow her to come up because she should at least have words. And then I said it'll be a good show. And it was. And so this he came up today. And why did I let her up? Because Tiny Waist can't come up. And I knew it was gonna piss off Tiny Waist. But not only that, I don't have a problem with this heat because we've been having a pleasant conversation. Miss Heat,
Right.
have I ever asked you for some money? Have I ever asked you to give me money for electric or anything like that, or any
No.
type of? Okay, never. All of Miss Heat, this Heat and I, friction comes because we may not have agreed on something, or
Right.
something was done that was
Which is
a little.
old. And, yeah.
Well, yeah, but not because I borrowed money, or she was going to give me money, or no, we don't have that type of relationship. And so, yeah, I don't have a problem with this heat.
We
And
weren't even talking about them, like
and
mostly in
that's
the
the thing.
conversation.
We're talking about skylines, airlines, and its experiences,
Yeah.
those types of things. That's what we're talking about. And so, again, we're having a conversation. Two people who were at odds at each other, yet can be adult enough to sit down on a platform and put that trivial stuff behind us and have a conversation. And
Right.
people are mad about that.
Yeah. You just can't win. You can't win.
You
And
can't win. You
you
can't
know,
win. You can't win. Now, this heat, a lot of people have come at you far as your nationality. And I just think that's unfortunate because if I'm not mistaken, you are, if I'm not mistaken, you are multiracial. You're not only one thing, you are multiracial, but I've heard people really come at that. And why would you think that people would do that, knowing that people of color are all around the world? And I will say it, I'm going to be bold enough. Black people are all around the world, whether it's the black people with blonde hair in Melanesia and in Australia, which we know as the Aboriginal people, or the Asian people who happen to be our complexion of the Philippines. And again, Melanesian is melanin Asian people. And again, you got people from India and all over the country who look just like us. We're everywhere. I know people don't like that, but we're everywhere. And we're usually the people who were there first. But that's my thought this heat. What are yours? That's my opinion. And you don't have to
well,
have the same one, but go ahead.
usually when I'm at odds with certain people, magically, um, my background comes into play. But the
Mhm.
thing is that when um I'm black and or I'm that's not even a topic of discussion when I'm agreeing with people. But when I don't agree with whatever they're talking about or whatever
Mhm.
topics that are at hand, that's when it becomes a problem. And but you're not black and you can't speak on this, or you can't have you because I don't have the same opinion about certain things and stuff like that or whatever. And I come from
Mhm.
more of a logical place when we're having an intellectual conversation. I'm not coming from an emotional place. And the fallout with me and Uppity had to do with that Carmelo thing or whatever. And I was like, well, should this have happened and all this have happened? And maybe we need to like start discussing what we need to do in those type of situations.
Mhm.
And that's the angle I was coming from, to
Mhm.
keep our black men out of jail, keep them from getting locked up.
Mhm.
Because this is not a win right now for him to be locked up. But that's the angle I was coming
But
from.
can I say
Oh,
this?
what you mean? He
I
can't stab nobody? He's supposed to be able to
Yeah,
stab
well,
somebody. You
see
ain't
that
black.
that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going with because I didn't necessarily go up for him because I'm like, so I got you know nailed to the cross in a figurative way because I said we need to teach our black men how to be in those situations because we don't have that privilege that some of these white folk have where they can go down the street at a Black Lives Matter and unalive somebody and get out of jail, or they can go
Exactly.
to a AME church in Charleston, South Carolina, and unalive those people, and the police give them a sandwich.
Exactly.
and treat them with dignity, even though they just, you know, performed a heinous crime against these people who offered you prayer, and they sat there with Bible study and you took their lives, but yet they can offer a sandwich, or a Zimmerman who can say stand your ground and stay out of jail. We don't have that luxury. I wish the Justice Department and justice was really blind, but it's not. And my thing is that there were a lot of things that could have prevented that. But when you take a weapon, and this person may not have a weapon, regardless if he bullied you at some point or not, you're not going to have that same um backing or support as somebody who white is going to have. Now, do I think that they should have had people on the um the jury that were mixed? And I think so, but I think that the outcome might have still been the
He
same.
was gonna go down. He was going down anyways, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you
Yeah,
think that's okay, then I mean, what does that? What does that look for your? What does that look like for your family in the
yeah,
future? Like, you're saying that, okay, well, we get to do whatever we want and stuff like that or whatever. I mean, it's I just don't feel as though that was the right move to make. And if you know that the odds are against us as black people or whatever, if the odds are against us, then why would we got to be more strategic with what we do when it comes to defending ourselves.
yeah.
That's all I was trying to say. And
Mhm.
oh, you not what you mean? He should have stabbed all of them. He should have did this. He should. I'm
No, and
like,
see
that's why
again,
your family.
what is that going to
That's why
help?
you have a whole bunch of criminals in your family,
Mhm.
uppity, because you think that's okay, and then they end up getting locked up and looking stupid while everybody else is living their lives. The one person
Yeah,
is gone, he's gone, and he's not coming back. But then now this guy is facing how many decades for what? Is stupid, and we don't learn and we don't teach each other how to play chess. Like, if somebody's approaching you, what we need to do, we need to start strategizing and start thinking. Because I mean, I was taught by my father, my uncles, if you're in this situation, this is what you need to do. There's been times where there's been situations that's happened in our family, and we didn't spend one day in any type of incarcerate. We didn't get incarcerated. Let's just say that. So we know how to defend ourselves, and that's all I was saying. Like, y'all clearly, they have a lot. I mean, Uppity has a bunch. She has a stabber in her family, so that's why she has a problem with me
mhm,
saying that's what you shouldn't be doing, because she has a couple of people that have uh, have had run-ins with the law. So,
right,
but these people like Ness was. I watched Ness's show today, and Ness has nothing to talk about. And if the best you can do is talk about Catherine Powell, you are lagging. I mean, you're even talking about coming up with a panel to talk about Jay Wilson. Like, what are you doing? This is like this. And then I literally used to write topics for Ness to talk about. And this is why and this is today, to this day, after we stopped dealing with each other, the content's just, she's talking about the same two things on her channel. I'm just, now we've given her more content to go live about or whatever, because
yeah.
we're on the
I
panel.
think it's unfortunate though, but and so focusing back on what you're saying, I
Yeah,
understand exactly what you're saying, and
yeah.
I feel sorry
But I'm not allowed to have that opinion because
well, I think you
I'm
should.
not black.
No, no, I feel that way because at the end of the day, that stabbing, somebody's son is gone, and what does that do for you? Now you're not with your mom. It could have been a better way to handle that.
Yeah,
This is when emotional intelligence does come into play, and I think a lot of our African American brothers and sisters get caught up in stuff because they let their emotions run them, and people expect that, and
exactly.
they bank on it. And I
Right,
think this is why a lot of our folk are incarcerated now. Not to
right.
say that you let people take advantage of you, but that
And that's
street
what I
law
think
and all of
they're
that stuff that don't
misconstrued.
work. Huh?
That's where I think they get it misconstrued because they're thinking that we're saying don't defend yourself. We're saying that you got to learn how to defend
You
yourself
gotta
so
be
you're not
smart.
incarcerated for 3 decades. That's stupid. It's
I
dumb.
told you all a story about me on a job, and it was this older white gentleman came in the office and yelled and screamed and all of this kind of stuff. Now, had I matched that energy, I would have been walked out. I would have been walked out, but I stayed calmly. I sat there and I let him get it all out. He was so loud, I didn't say anything. And the more I stayed silent, the worse he became. And then when I did respond, it was like, "Well, what are you saying?" And I tried to calm him down, and it got worse. Now, you know, after that, I called HR. I said, "I feel like I'm in a hostile environment." This individual came into my office. He yelled, he screamed. I tried to calm him down, and he was uncontrollable. And I am afraid. And I don't feel safe in this workplace with him being like that.
Right.
Okay, let me tell you, the next thing you know, he thought he was okay. They transferred him right on out. All I'm saying to you all is sometimes you got to play that game. Lord knows I wanted to pop him in his mouth. I really wanted to go there. But if I would have done that, I would have been the one to lose the job. And he would have been there, even though he was the one who started all of this. But because I would finish it, then I would lose the job. And I think that it's things like this. And I think people know that and they trigger us. And then the next thing you know, we got our fists up, we ready to fight, not knowing that street justice don't apply in this real court, the law and the court systems. Your street justice has nothing. And so I just
Right.
think that I bring up that story because this is what we mean. You got to be strategic. You got to think just like they do, and you got to let them go crazy and ballistic. And then you talk to them and like, so what are you trying to say? Or you bring things to them, not trying to be a jerk, but yeah. And they left.
Right.
I mean, I
Because at the
mean,
end of the day, they're banking on us to react. They're banking on us to do something stupid.
but
So every
but
time
but
we do
just like
something
this
stupid,
situation, yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead, this heat. I'm sorry
Every
because
time,
yeah,
yeah. I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I was just saying, every time we do something stupid and we react the
Mhm.
way that they want us to, we end up losing. That's what I was trying to say. But let the toothless lady over there with the criminal family and stuff, let her tell it. That was okay. And now he's sitting. He's locked up, and he's a boy locked up with all those men. You know what I'm saying? For what? For what?
Mm. Yeah, yeah. And let me say this. Now, I'm not demoralizing those two ladies over there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What they're doing is exactly what people want you to do. They want you to respond with vitriol and
Oh no,
curse
yeah.
and do all of that stuff. And at the end of the day, I say y'all that it's one thing to do this for a show. But you get to a point where it's like, okay, this is over with. This is done. Some people live for strife. I really don't live for strife. I mean, I would much rather be in peace and come and reason and see if we can work things out if there are any differences. But some people live for strife. That's all they've seen in their household. They have seen, like this, he said, some DV incidents and again they live in chaos and they don't know what peace is. And what they want you to do is come go back and forth with them, and I just don't have time. I don't
Right.
have time. I think some of these people are very talented, but they spend their time with other people in their brains. And you all, I know she hates this, but again, it's an example of how she lets people live in her brain rent free. I mean, I will never forget that Halloween party and
Yeah.
how she left her people and all she could talk about is pizza and Brianna. And we're like, could you please focus on the people here? And I'm gonna tell you when I said I'm out, when I think it was Bambi who was that Disney character with the horns. I can't think of the name, but she was that character, and she thought that the girl was coming on again. I'm like, wait a minute, you're not even paying attention to the contestants who are coming on. First of all, you're so inebriated that you
Right.
don't even know what's going on. And then we're telling you to focus. I wish y'all could have seen the back chat. It was like, Ness, could you please focus? Could you
Right.
please focus?
Well,
Don't worry about these people. Don't you first of all, you have almost 800 people over here, and you're focused on what they're doing. You're sitting over here winning, but you can't get those folk out of your mind that you're going over there. And
yeah, she
it
had
was like,
over 2K in the chat, over 2K. And that was around the time when me and her was still dealing with each other. And I remember you guys, I remember you exiting and BS exiting
mhm,
and Kimmy at the time me and Kimmy was talking on the phone and I remember Kimmy telling me she was like I only came here because of you. You asked me to come here or whatever.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, I was like, well, yeah, of course,
And if
but
it
I
wasn't
mean,
for Kimmy, it would have been a whole shit
she
show. It
didn't
would
want
have.
to come. She didn't want to come because she didn't want to have to deal with that. But I told Ness before it started, I said, folk, I said, don't drink too much because you have a show to do. And then also I said,
Mhm,
when she was getting like crazy,
mhm,
really inebriated, I said,
mhm.
when I started seeing y'all getting a little fed up, I was like, Ness, do you want me to click on the link and I could, I can take over. She was just started like cussing and all types of stuff. I was like, I was trying to come up there and just take over so she could drop down and whatever. But
No
yeah,
joke. I was really trying to be supportive, but it was like, you know what? I can't do this. Because I'm
yeah,
like, it's an insult to the judges that came over. People are coming over to support you. And you're not even, not only was it insulting to the contestants, but it was insulting to the judges. And it was like, we ain't gonna do this because then you start cussing folk out. And I'm like, come on, can't you just do this show? And I just sat there and I left. And then when she gave Demetra lit all day the wrong money, and it's just like, oh my God. And it was just good that Kimmy was there. But then she had to sleep it off, come back the next day and give the lady her money. I'm like, man, and after that, it just showed me that as talented as this person is, until she beats those addictions and stop letting people live rent free in her head, it will always be this way. I mean, even with the job she had, first of all, she was very excited that she was making 24, I think maybe $24 an hour, and she was excited about that. But then she
yeah.
was saying she didn't have a degree and the other people had a degree. And I'm like, well, why is that an issue? If they gave you the job, then they gave you the job for a reason. Just work the job. And if you want to get a degree, then work on that and start working on it so you can do what you need to do. But sitting there self doubting yourself because yeah, it was weird. But again, I think the person is not a dumb person. I think the person is very intelligent, but they don't always make the best choices.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just so I just don't understand like why would this be why why does she think that people are going to want to watch a panel of you talking about one person every single time? And how far did y'all think that this surviving Jay Wilson show was actually going to go? Is that all y'all have to talk about?
And the
It's just
people
so
who
sad.
And the people who saying they have survived me, I've never been on the phone with them. I just don't. The only people who I will talk to on the phone would be Vivian because we do business, we do our events,
Right. Yeah.
and a few other content creators, but that is it. And we don't talk that much. We rarely talk to other content creators. So anybody surviving me, it's like, well, how? Because we never talk. The
You know that you
people
get
who
cussed out. They cuss you out when you start setting up the boundaries. Uppity doesn't like boundaries. Ness doesn't like boundaries. That boundary word. They don't like boundaries. Don't tell them that they can't cuss you out and talk crazy about you and then click on your link like nothing happened. They don't want to do that. They want to be able to go wherever they want to go and be fake and phony with you because
yeah.
you created the boundary with Uppity and now she's upset about it.
And you have to because you got to protect your peace. Like when Ness came up after her epiphany, where she met Jesus on the Damascus Road. I stood up for her. I'm like, hey, and I will still say this. I do think that there was some sincerity at the beginning, but you can't set yourself up to be so superior and everybody else is so wrong. And I'm like, you're not. That's not going to work. And then I said, either let this be about your show or about ministry. Because if it's going to be your show, let it be your show. But she came and clicked on my link and she was nice and sweet talking. I'm like, what? And then it was like, why are you treating me like this? Because I know what you do. I know that in a couple of minutes you'll be stabbing me in the back. And just like that saying says, when people stab you on the back, when they stab you in the back, take that knife and cut ties. And,
Exactly.
and you just don't, and I'm a long suffering person. I really try to work with people till I can't work with people anymore. And this is why a lot of people can't come up on the platform because, I mean, really, I don't have a problem with Rico, but Rico can never say anything positive. It always has to be out of anger. He's angry about something, and it's always I got to cut you down. So we can't really have a conversation. And again, because I'm not going to disturb my peace because you have some inward issues within yourself, and it's not my issue, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's just some sort of it's the boundaries that you set up. See, if you was a free for all, like a Pizarro, and you just let anybody come, no matter what they say to you, that you just get to come back over there and stuff like that, it would be fine. But because you created those boundaries, now they have a problem. You know,
Well, it is what it is, but like I told Uppity, no, you can't be on my platform because you not only maligned me before you came over, but then I confronted you about what you did.
right?
And I'm like, but I'm gonna let you do what you need to do, but I know what you did. Then you go and put my name in the title and malign me, and then you expect to come back here. And I'm like, oh no, go to Ness channel and use her channel. You just can't come over here. And I can't tell you where to go. And I mean, but if that's what you want to do, you do it. But you can't come over here and do that. So yeah.
The content is so boring that they have nothing. Look, well, they don't. Nessa has nothing else to talk about, and it's boring. So I mean, this is anytime
And,
she sees me on a panel, that's gonna be her content.
and they're upset because you are on the panel, because you
Yeah,
do have access. Not to say I'm all great,
right,
but we have access. We are having a conversation. We're acting like civil individuals.
right.
And I don't need people for a panel. I can run a whole show by myself. And to be honest, this heat, I'm being really forward and candid.
Mm,
I don't watch these people, and I just get on and I'm like, hey, I'm on and y'all just ride with me. And if I see something political, I watch a lot of Don Lemon. I love Clay Kane's show, so I might talk about that. I just did something dealing with beauty salons and how the formaldehyde is giving people cancer, and I
right.
mean those types of things.
I
You know,
noticed. I noticed the last time she was on your panel, I was like, this is going to go bad. I already knew it was going to go bad because I noticed her picking at you,
Hmm.
and I noticed that she was being confrontational. Oh well, I think you should have gave her $100, and I think you should have did this, and but she
Hmm.
felt like this. She was trying to get you going, get you riled up or whatever, and I was like, wow, that was crazy.
For what though? Like I'm like, if you feel that way, you give her the money. You give her the money. But see, this is the thing that this is a show. I owe nothing to anyone. I gave you something and I didn't tell you what I was going to give you, but I gave you something. And my thing is, they were saying Miss Regina said she was promoting. I'm like, on my channel, because according to the people, she ain't had nothing but two people over there. So they was like, how can you promote? I just think it was really interesting. And then, Miss Regina asked me, hey, so what are you going to do for your banner for 2026? I'm like, you know what, Miss Regina, that's a good question. And all of a sudden, the banner competition came about. Now, of course, she asked me what I was doing, but I'm the one who came up with the banner competition. I mean, and what's really messy this heat, which I've found to be really laughable, they were trying to rope Uncle Claude in. I wonder if he got paid. And Uncle Claude came on. He said yes. And I didn't do anything. I didn't do
Mm,
anything. And you still gave me money. But I felt like, yeah, I'm going to give Uncle Clive something because I was going to have music, but I changed my mind. But because he was so willing to help, I'm like, well, the least I could do is give him something. And I
right.
gave him something.
Uppity was gonna have a Roman. I remember she was gonna have like a Roman noodles challenge or whatever, and that fell through. I don't know if she had the funds to pay the $20 payout or whatever,
Hmm.
$25 payout. So
Hmm.
she was gonna have a Roman noodles challenge, and that
Hmm.
she said that people was trying to steal her idea and all different types of stuff. But
A ramen noodle challenge?
yeah, I mean they're just getting dumber and dumber. Like listen to the Lunchable. Who thinks of stuff like that? And what type, I mean,
But
how old are
but
we? Are we
but
6?
they really tore down the banner challenge. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay. I said it's simple. It's simple.
yeah,
People will do the banner. We're gonna judge the banners. I mean, it was a good competition. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I'm like, I like it because it's simple. It's not a whole lot of work. We do it. It's not going to be a whole lot of time, and we raised about, like I said, $2,000. Oh, they have even lied now to say I raised $4,000. I'm like, no, it was 2,000. I kept people, abreast of what was going on, and I've done competitions, and I've never cheated people out of money. The winner got $1,000. The second place winner was a little upset, but I told them in an email that it was that I gave him $50 more. But it is
uh,
what it is because I still stayed the course and I gave them. And really, anybody else, it was up to my discretion what I gave them
right,
because the only person who really had a set amount was the winner.
right.
Was the winner. That's it.
And
And
that's
I,
why I didn't like the whole thing with Uppity picking. With that's what she does. She picks.
mhm.
She wants you. She's and even when in her other residence that she lives in, she picks at people, and then they react, and then she wants to act like they're in the wrong and stuff like that or
I
whatever.
was appalled when she talked to that security guard like that. I'm
Yeah,
like, and then when you're in a building where no one likes you, and people were like, yeah, when the man got the I guess the scooter out the dumpster, and she tried to make it like, oh, I'm better than you, and I'm like, man,
right.
I'm
It's
sorry.
ridiculous.
I'm here. Somebody tried to call me, but I was appalled at her behavior, and I'm like, you got everybody in the building having issues with you. Even the new manager of the building had that conversation, and she's recording it. And I'm like, she doesn't get it. And again, this heat, she didn't only fall out with you. She fell out with those three ladies who have children who, have autism. And they were like, you're the one who depressed, you're the one who's crying, you're the one who lonely, but yeah, you're trying to act like we're this, and the third. And she couldn't even stay friends with those people. So it
Well,
just was a lot.
she's originally from Rochester. She made it seem as though she's from NYC, and she's not. And she was talking all this stuff about Trish ain't from the city, and Trish is actually from the city of New York City or whatever.
Mhm.
And she was just talking so much crap about Trish, but the girl, I was like, and then her mother lives in Rochester. I'm not sure how far away that. I mean, I think, of course, that's far away from New York City. So, I mean, she doesn't even have a relationship with her mother. Doesn't even like take her kid off her hands. What parent would not want to spend time with their grandkid or whatever? What parent would want to pick up their grandkid or she never talks about she actually says she doesn't even have a relationship with her mother. So she literally has nobody in her life to pawn her child off to where she can go anywhere and stuff like that. I'm not gonna keep arguing with somebody that has a curfew that she has to be in the house at a certain time because she lives in some sort of like facility. Well, she lived in a facility like the last place she lived in, but now she just lives in even more shithole. The place she lives in now is a dump. And like I said, she went from and that facility was nicer. The one that she was in before was nicer than the one she's in now. She lives in a dump, and it's trash in front of the hall. And it's trash all over the place. And then she doesn't have the central air. She doesn't have the heating or anything like that. She has to have a window. She has a window air condition that she bragged about having and stuff like that. She downgraded. When she moved, she downgraded. She thought she upgraded. And she has those old appliances. I mean, what is she talking about? I mean, this girl's not winning at all, and she wants people.
It's a lot of mental illnesses going on, and
Right,
like I said, and I really step back when I see that people have those issues. I really do, and I think that a lot of people have them, and and my heart goes out to them. But again, I just can't allow you to come over here and, like you said, try to take people's peace and these people always have a slant. They always have a slant, and the people who claim they're mental, when they tell you who they are, believe them because
right.
Uppity and the other lady and some of the men, they're not the only. Yeah, it's a lot of
She's
people.
thinking about the $6 liquor. She wants the $6 liquor that the Paul Masson is $6 liquor that she wants. She wants to drink that while her daughter is suffering because she can't
Mhm.
talk and she could be working on different exercises to get her to communicate and learn certain words and stuff like that, or even learn like sign. First, they might start them off with like sign language if they're not able to like communicate. They might even do sign language so they'll know what exactly what they mean and what they're trying to communicate because they communicate differently. But it's just different exercises she would be doing with her child. The last thing I would be thinking about is arguing with somebody that's doing better than me on a panel if I had a child that has that can't talk. Her priorities are all over the place. She just wants to be lushed up everywhere, and her life isn't in the right place. She has a daughter that can't speak, and she's not doing anything about it. There's people in the sector that have children that have similar situations, and they are working with their kid and things like
Mhm.
that or
Well,
whatever. She's not.
it seems like a lot of people abandon kids and stuff, and they have priorities. And I'm getting ready right now to walk my animal. I mean, and take
But
care of my animal, and you just yeah, it's just really weird to me. But
some people are better with animals than they are with children, as we can see. So,
oh,
you know,
geez. Yeah,
I mean,
and my thing is this. This is why I tell people that they dragging you. And like I said, baby, you may not like where I got my degrees from, but they're authentic, and I work where I want to work. And regardless, see, I don't get caught up in that because at the end of the day, I completed it. And that's the whole thing. It's called completion. And I don't start things that I don't complete. And my thing is, this is why I look at people the sideways. You know, I ain't always been a fan of Brianna, but I'm not going to sit here and minimize what she's done. Even if I do have a problem with her, I'm not going to minimize her accomplishments. And I see people doing that. And like I said, I know people roast and gag and stuff, and I get it. But at the end of the day, at least she completed it. Whatever she
Well,
did, she completed it. Go ahead.
she likes money. You know, I mean, Brianna likes money, and Brianna likes the finer things. Like, yep, and she has accomplished things in life. We can't say the same about the two individuals that's over there gossiping or talking about us. They haven't accomplished anything. Well,
Well,
like I said,
wait a
yeah,
minute. Hold on. Now, we must admit, we do have someone who is an executive.
yeah, mhm,
I
yeah,
mean, that's what they told us that they're an executive. So,
of a call center.
well, I don't know, but they said they're an executive. So, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's just that my thing is that I'm not even trying. I'm not even in that energy when it comes to like Ness. So I don't understand like why she goes the extra mile. Cause she did that similar thing to me when I was over at Coolin's.
Mhm.
And Coolin had something to say underneath my comment section or whatever, responding to that. But she
No, no,
didn't.
no, no. Hold on for a minute. Baby, that ain't shady. That's what she
What?
said. She said she's an executive. So that's an accomplishment to be an executive. I mean, when you don't have a college degree and you can move up in those upper echelons like that, that's big. That's an accomplishment. That's what she said. So that's not being shady.
Nobody's
Mhm.
impressed either of their lives, and nobody wants their lives. Like, let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? But um, I don't know about any executives, but as far as when it comes to, she did every time I'm on a panel with somebody, she does that. And I think it's very odd because I'm not even trying to like beef with that girl. I've had my back and forth with her. I'm done with that situation. So I'm like, I don't do that to you. When you're on panels, I don't care what's going on. Only thing I'm doing now that I have my channel and stuff like that or whatever, I just do like I just talk about what's going on around here. I don't talk
Mhm.
about like I'm not trying to drag her or fight with her or anything. I'm not trying to beef with her, but it's like every time I'm on a panel, you can't be doing this. Like you looking stupid.
Now this heat, now let me say this. Around if we're still on, because I'm not going anywhere, but if we're still on, somebody's gonna give me a call. So I might need you to just continue, but I'm just saying. So just to let you know. But yeah, but I'm enjoying the conversation because see what I'm not doing is I'm not minimizing or marginalizing people. I'm just calling it as we have seen it. So y'all saying I'm being shady. I'm not. The lady said that she was an executive. I'm only telling you what the lady said. I'm not saying that the lady isn't. Now, if I said she wasn't an executive, then that would be shady because I'm saying that something that she, I'm contradicting what she said. But she said that she was an executive. So that's what I'm going with. But at the end of the day, you all, it is what it is. Oh, it is a beautiful day out here now. The sun is out, but it's not too hot out here because it's been hot out here. It was almost 110 degrees yesterday. So how's the weather where you are?
In Los Angeles, I think it was like 88, 90 in the early 90s
Mhm.
to in the 80s, 90s. It ain't really that bad. I don't
Okay,
know how
well,
you guys do it in Texas because I do
what you
enjoy. I love the homes out there, but I cannot do the what you call it the weather, that 100-degree weather every day. I can't do that in the summertime. Y'all summertime is
mm,
brutal.
it's
Wait, I think I I can't hear you.
Come on. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I was just saying, y'all. Summer times
Okay.
out there is brutal, like in Texas.
Yeah. That person is intelligent, but she makes bad choices. This is the thing. It's not being better than anybody. And I hate when people say, you think you're better than, no. It's some of the choices we've made. And I've not made all the right choices either, but not to the point where I have been addicted now to food. Thank God for GLP-1. I go to the gym, but it's definitely have cut the food noises. So, but I have not been on narcotics or something that will alter my thoughts so I can't think straight or something that would get me put in prison or yeah, something you got to make good decisions. And I just think that sometimes people don't make the right decisions. And I think everything is dealing with decisions that you make. Now, I don't care about being part of the 1%. I'm just good with what I have and I'm satisfied. I'm not trying to be better than anybody else or it is what it is. I think people
They
get
said
wrapped up
that
in
you
all.
think they said that you think you're better than people.
Oh yeah, I've heard it.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, you think you better? So like I purchased the this man clutch and now all of a sudden, of course I knew it was gonna be content because yeah, but I'm like, y'all going ballistic over a leather clutch? I'm like, and I didn't get it because it was a name brand. I got it because it was quality. But it is what it is. And it's not, and that doesn't make me better than anybody, you know.
right.
So yeah,
I think
it's
what's
really
the
weird.
name? I think YouTube cameras. I think she felt some type of way about my comment I put on my community wall about them having a. She had a panel the other day, and they were talking about AI taking over the jobs, and I was like, well, most of the people on the panel don't have jobs. Some of them don't have jobs, not everybody. But I was talking
Oh,
like, how are y'all going to have a conversation about y'all worried about AI taking over the jobs? Like Uppity was up there, and then you know they were saying that YouTube cameras don't have a job. That's what they were saying in the black sector. I don't know. And I was just passing that along, but I wasn't even talking about YouTube cameras. I was talking about Uppity. She's the one that was up on the panel that didn't have a job. So why was she engaging in a discussion about jobs when she wasn't even thinking about a job, even before AI existed? Y'all, I
you,
did not understand.
you know, yeah. Yeah, that's funny that you mentioned that. And the jobs that AI is not taking care. So it was funny. So I was getting a pedicure and a manicure today, and the pedicures was telling me that it only takes 6 months to do this. And so the young lady who was actually doing my nails finished early college. So when she finished high school, she finished with her AA degree, which was very smart. So she got an AA degree free. And she said, well, yeah, I'm doing this. She said, because I'm going to go get a degree in business. But she said, I'm doing this because AI can't do my nails. She said, this is something that AI can't do. And she said, yes, it's, physical. And she said, I'm not going to do it forever. But if I have to fall back on something, I have it. Because she said, AI can't take this. And I'm like, that's really interesting, some of the service jobs. But, I thought that was an interesting take on things. But you're right. How are you worried about AI? You better be worried about universal wage. Okay, that's what you better be worried about because that is going to determine if you can't work anymore or if AI is taking over all of these jobs, you'll be able to have a wage and still live.
And why are people that are on like welfare, like Uppity and Pizarro, why are they having conversations about AI taking over when it's very clear that they're not even thinking about working?
How do we know that Pizarro's on welfare though? Is she on welfare? I never know she
Oh,
was on welfare.
I posted her confessing. She confessed it on her. I posted the clip of her confessing that she's on. She has food stamps and she's on government assist, some sort of cash aid or something, whatever that is. I don't. But she's on welfare. She lives in what you call it, she's on Section 8 or something like that or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That may answer the question about why people are not monetized because it may affect certain things.
That's what she was talking about in the clip that I posted on my channel. She was talking about her being she was talking about her being able to be, while she's on assistance. She said if I wanted to be monetized, I could still have my assistance and have my monetization too. So she pretty much popped herself, but she would cuss people out. The reason why I posted that clip, because she was cussing people out by saying that she wasn't on assistance. She was so adamant about that, and now she got popped by, because she's on assistance, and she admitted it out of her mouth, and she even admitted that she's on food stamps too.
Wow, I didn't know that. I really
We
didn't.
already knew that.
No, but I'm telling you, this heat. When I tell you, I have really not been checking. I'm surprised that I'm not off yet because I really have not been doing beef sector stuff. Like going back and forth with people. I really haven't because it gets tiring. It gets old. And my thing is now I'm talking about it because I didn't know it until you just brought it to my attention. But it explains a lot of things. But at the end of the day, um, all I can say is wow. I didn't know.
I mean, they're literally online, like working shift, like hours, 8 hour, 10 hour, 11 hour lives. That would make me think that even before I even knew, because I already knew, but that that would make me think that they're on assistance. I mean, Lemon's on assistance. We found out he's on assistance. Obviously, he lives in, you know, like a low income type of housing, or is it Section 8? I forgot which one, but it's one of those. One of those he's in or whatever.
I
And
didn't
I'm
know
like,
that he's on assistance.
yeah, his mother, yeah, where he lives currently, yes,
I thought his mom
his
is a
mother.
nurse.
So what? I don't know. I would have to check, but they're on assistance. They're on assistance. They're
Wow,
on
I didn't know
assistance.
that.
Yeah, and he's on the welfare program too. That's why he can sit around for 10, 11 hours a day and non monetize and think that's a cool thing to do, and not make anything of itself.
I
With
didn't
a
know that.
sixty
And
year old
what's
mother.
really funny to me? People are concerned about my commute to work. And if you don't, so it's like me living, but my job may be close to Orange County. So, San Antonio is a large area. And between the construction now and the traffic, it's a commute. It's like it could be an hour and some change. Because but people are so worried about me going to a job. And it was a content creator, and they were right. They were like, I bet you got at least 200,000. No, I have 214,000 miles on my car, but I take care of my car. On my other car, I only have 65,000 miles on it. So, I mean, but the thing is, you don't ever see me with a broken car or the air conditioner is not working or we don't. And this is what was funny. Somebody was so concerned about tire situation and that tires. And so I had paid for the tires already when I got the price that I thought was manageable. So I got my tires and my alignment for about $300, which I thought was a good deal. But they said I was begging for tire money, and I'm like, what? But again, this is what these people do. And my thing is, the tires were already paid for. Now, did people give me some money? Yeah, I didn't ask for it, but they were already paid for. But she was so fixated on my car. And I'm like, the car is fixed. And I had another vehicle, so I wasn't trapped to have to get the $200 tires per tire. I could wait. I said, yeah, I'll take my other car. And so when it's ready, I'll just drive the other car too. And that's what I did. But I'm only saying this because logical people do logical things. And if an air
Right.
conditioner at my home or in my car were to break down, I have a warranty to get them fixed. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but
And
a lot of this stuff is projection. It is. And don't get me wrong, I am not perfect. You know, I'm not out here um, going to Aruba and no. I'm comfortable if I want to go somewhere, I can go somewhere. But they they were laughing at my $19 Amtrak train trip. But hey, $19 to get to Dallas, that's cheap. You gonna spend more than that on gas. And I enjoyed myself. Again, I was satisfied with that. I am not worried about anybody else, you know. And then they said my partner didn't go on that trip. I'm like, okay, what happened? So I just think it's funny. I mean, a lot of
I
this is
wish they would
projection.
find something better to do, but you with their time. But you see, they were talking about, they were speculating because of the years apart of Uppity children. Every time you turn around, she was having a kid, and next thing even if you look at her last one, they're saying that her kid is her meal ticket, because not only is she on assistance, but then there's also, I'm sure there's some sort of I mean, she could probably, if she takes care of Nyla, I'm sure there's some sort of payment that she's going to be getting due to her daughter having a disability, you
Mhm.
know. But he knew she wasn't going to make anything of herself, so she had that kid to be able to still be on assistance and not have a job or anything like that. Uppity is a loser. I don't talk. I don't even. I lowered myself to hang out with her because I don't really like hanging out with people that don't do anything with their lives, especially a person like Uppity who's 46, you know, and she don't have nothing to show for it. And the only reason she has money in her pockets is because she possibly has some sort of monies coming in from, could possibly be from her disability, could possibly be from her having a kid that has a disability, but she has her
And
own
don't forget that
disability.
a
She has
thousand
her problem.
dollars. Don't forget the $1,000 she get from the men.
And I think she be flashing the same $1,000 every single week, because I think that Uppity gets some sort of she gets some sort of income. Um, she gets some sort of income coming in. So,
Mm.
because there's a lot
Well,
of factors, but when you have a child that has a disability, I'm sure that the government is going to compensate for that.
mm. Well, I didn't know these people were on public assistance. I really didn't. And I'm being honest. I really didn't. I didn't know pizza. According to you, now I don't know because I didn't see. But you said that she said it out of her own mouth. I didn't know
Yeah,
she was on public assistance.
yeah, and it was I was just, we were, everybody was like under the comment section on my video. They were like, "Why would she lie about that? We already knew that she was on assistance, because who has all that time to sit online all day and not make any type of money outside of her getting cash apps and stuff? She's not monetized. So you got 11 hours every single day to be on different panels as well as your own. And
Mhm.
something's wrong there.
Yeah.
Lemon gets they're on assistance, so he gets to sit up all night and do absolutely nothing, and he thinks that's a flex. But you look like a loser, being 40 years old and you don't have your own place. That's not a flex. I
Well,
wouldn't want to live with my mommy at
he
40.
said though he did get that hotel room though.
He was in and then he was in a motel. I mean, it just doesn't get any worse than that.
So did you see the pictures? What do you think?
Which pictures? The AI
I
pictures, or
know the lemon pictures with the eye and the teeth.
yeah, Lemon looks. I always thought that Lemon was. I think that Lemon always looked dirty to me, and he always looked like his eyeballs. At the end of the day, I would fix my eyeballs before I would fix my teeth. You can always frown or something like that for temporarily, but like I would fix my eyeballs, because what if he's going on a date or something like that, and his his partner wants to look him in his eyes and stuff. Here it is, like, ugh.
Oh, hey Dovey, what's going on?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Oh, we
Hi,
doing all
Chat.
right. Just chit chatting.
Huh? Just check.
Just chit chatting.
I hear you guys. Oh my God, I didn't know it was that late. Now, Pizarro is not on no assistant. She don't get no assistant. She lost her assistant, her Section 8, few years ago.
Mm.
She don't get no assistant.
When did she
She is
lose it,
on
Dovey?
assistance.
How you know she lost it? I didn't know
Cause
this. I didn't know
she
she
had
was on it at the beginning.
at the beginning. Oh yeah, at the beginning she was. She had lost it because she had to move. That's how that she wound up moving.
How long
She
ago
just
was
moved again.
this?
This year will happen before the COVID.
Mm.
That when Yaya and them was hanging around. That was before the COVID. So she don't get no assistance.
That girl's still on assistance. If she doesn't have a job and
It,
she's sitting around all day with no job for hours, like you can't tell me. The girl's still on assistance. Trust me.
well, okay
Like
then.
that doesn't, you're not making any sense. If she doesn't have a job and she has hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to be online, then she's on assistance. Duh.
Now, hold
She
on
doesn't
for a
work.
minute. I got
Wait
a
a minute.
question.
No,
Didn't she
no,
say
no,
she
no, no.
didn't have?
Wait,
Hold on,
hold
I got
up,
a
hold up.
question. Didn't she say she did have a job, but something fell on her neck?
Yeah. It's always an excuse. Yeah.
Okay, Dovey, what were you saying, Dovey?
Her assistant that she's getting is not anybody can't get assistant for food stamps for eating. Okay.
Mm-mm.
But getting back with her housing thing, she's
Mhm.
not getting assistant on that.
So you're saying that she may be getting food stamps, but she's not getting the Section 8
Yeah,
housing
she's not
voucher?
getting like housing assistance. No.
Well, I'm telling you, you know how expensive it is in Miami?
Right. Like, think
Yeah.
your brain, Dovey. Come on.
Mhm.
How is she paying her rent? If she's on here all
Okay.
day, how is she
Okay.
pay her
Okay.
rent?
Okay. I'm just gonna be just say it plain that she have a husband. That's the only thing I can
Okay.
say.
Well,
She got a
okay.
husband.
A husband that she
Mhm.
begs for. A husband that she begs for. Okay.
A husband that
What
she
you're saying
begs
makes
for.
sense.
But this is
Yeah.
the thing, Dovey. See,
Like,
I don't know because again, I didn't even know she was on assistance from in the beginning. I mean, I
No,
was
that was a
never,
long time ago. She had lost it.
yeah, I
She
never
lost
knew
her
that.
I don't
Section
think so.
8. Huh? I'm
Go ahead,
sorry.
go ahead. So Dovey, so you think
Yes.
her husband is the breadwinner?
Um, I don't know. I can't really. I don't think that I don't know nothing about her husband.
And
I
I'm
just
just
know no
asking because
more
number
than what
one, I
she
didn't know
tell
she
us.
was
What
a
did she say?
sister.
I hear that
Yeah,
she really don't say what her husband does. She just say that she's married. She never did
hmm
tell anybody what her husband does. She say that I'm
okay,
married.
okay.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
that's what
Like
she
I
say.
said,
She say I'm
I
married.
never knew,
She don't
I
tell you
never knew
what
she
her
was
husband does.
so I never knew she was on assistance. So it wasn't a issue for me because I never
So
knew she was. And
get it
then,
back with Jay Wilson. You know what I'm doing? I'm sorry. I'm gonna get down off the phone and come on my tablet. Is that okay with you, sir?
yeah, uh
Oh God.
huh. I can see what Dovey is saying because, but my thing is this though. You said was this recently that she said that she was on assistance because Dovey is saying no, but you're saying I heard her and she admitted it.
Yes, and then you got to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Uh, this is not rocket science. The girl is online all day, every day. Most of the people that are on assistance. It's the same pattern. But he's here all day, every day. Pizarro's here all day, every day. Lemons here all day, every day. It's not hard to understand that. And then she doesn't have a job. She has no income coming in outside of people cash apping her. I mean, let's wake up. Dovey don't know what she's talking about. I don't even take Dovey seriously. I wouldn't even never have a conversation with her. But yeah, no, she doesn't even know. Dovey doesn't know what she's talking about. Dovey is the same woman that says, what did she, remember she said something about you that was out far fetched.
Now,
I look at Dovey the
only
same way I
like
look at
saying,
Catherine.
some things Gobi may know, but I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but and so
Is are you Borgen or am I Borgen?
I didn't know she was on the assistance from jump.
Right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
This he I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
she
can hear
was
you.
on assistance. Yeah, I didn't even know. So that was very actually ready to my exercises as we talk. But I do think that I think
I
why
think you're
people are
Borgen a little bit.
okay. Hear me now?
Uh, yeah, I can hear you. I think it's going in and out.
Hold on for a minute. It may be this. Yeah, hold on. Okay. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. I'm sitting here, hey lyric, so I'm getting ready to do my little exercises.
But we saying she's saying that the husband is the breadwinner, but she's on here begging for lunch. Come on. Oh, you're Borgen again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, look, I have to come back. So I have to come back. I gotta walk the dog. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Okay, you